According to Google.com, there are 5 million active podcasts in the world. Figured, hell, what a time to throw my hat in the ring. Guys, welcome to the Grandmas Boy Podcast. Howdy, howdy, howdy. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Grandmas Boy Podcast. I'm Kevin. Surprise. I forgot how bad it sucks being up this early. This early. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm tired, though. But I'm here. I woke up early enough, and I wanted to do a show today, and I wanted to get back on my schedule for the afternoon. So here I am. Episode 18 of the Grandmas Boy Podcast. Not to be confused with the Grandmas Boy Podcast After Dark. We do that at 4 o'clock in the morning when everybody's sleeping. I don't get it. We're live on YouTube and the Twitter and the Rumbles. As always, on the Rumbles. I got a lot of stuff to cover today. For those of you, anyone out there that's not familiar with this version of the show versus the After Dark episodes, which I do a lot more often. This is the tone down, a lot less racist. We don't say as many naughty words because we're on YouTube, and YouTube is a beep. I don't have a beep sound effect, or otherwise I'd use it. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I don't even know how to start this show anymore. It's been so long. Usually have a guest, but I don't today. Just myself. I was just going to watch Norm Macdonald play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but I got some other stuff to cover. First and foremost, let's go over my supporters, guys. These are my supporters. They're local businesses in my area, and they're actually both good friends of mine, kids I went to high school with. First one is A1 Waste Removal. Owner is Alex Cole. He's my garbage man. That's right. He removes your waste. Serving most of Jackson. You can give him a call, 517-740-0597. See if he will service your area. Great customer service, great service overall. Fantastic guy. Check him out for sure. The link to his Facebook is down in the description. And Fallsgate Family Electric Company, they've been a long-time supporter of the show, almost since day one. They are commercial and residential electric. They're licensed and insured, serving most of mid-Michigan. That's Jackson, Ann Arbor, Lansing. Call him. His name's Brandon, 517-936-1226. That's 517-936-1226. Give him a ring. Check him out. You get a free estimate. And if you mention the promo code Grandmas Boy or that you heard it here on the podcast at least, he's going to give you 5% off that free estimate. And then he's going to kick a little bit back to me. So he's an actual sponsor, for real sponsor. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. You know how to do it. Just like everywhere else. Everyone else is grifting for it. So you know what to do. Yeah, if you want to check me out on the Rumbles, I do my After Dark episodes on the Rumble. And the reason I do that is because it's a little bit more free speech than YouTube. So if you're watching on Rumble, awesome. If you're not, you should. That's where the good shows are anyway, or the better shows for this show or this person. I have a co-host at the After Dark. Her name is Friday. The most beautiful podcast co-host on Rumble. Probably YouTube. I don't know. Maybe not. So yeah. I'm tired. But if you want to jump in the chat, say hey, that'd be awesome. Otherwise, I'm just going to ramble on about nothingness for a while. Not necessarily. I do got a lot to cover. Some shit's happened, and then cover some news, and then we'll kind of screw around. This show's a little bit shorter for those people who are looking for a show, but only want an hour, not me getting drunk and doing 4 hours. I also do the show exceptionally sober most of the time. Well, guys, before we even get into all that, just so I can get all of this crap out of the way, make sure you support the friends of the show. All these links will be at the bottom as well. And these are all their links to their Rumbles. The Erroneous Podcast, rumble.com/user/the Erroneous Podcast. Really Coding, rumble.com/user/really coding. That's REELY coding. The pub, which is one half of the Erroneous. Really Coding is the other half. And then the Erroneous is both of them together. What do you know? And then Culture Vulture Radio, rumble.com/user/Culture Vulture Podcast. I don't have their YouTube right here. Let's see if I have it. I might has it on my notes. Boop. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. No, it's a doctor's appointment. Here we go. YouTube.com/@Culture Vulture Radio. That's their YouTube. They also do on Rumble. Like I said, if you haven't checked out Rumble, check out Rumble. It's pretty cool. They got some good shows on there. We also, guys, don't forget to support the show. You can get a shirt. Oh, I don't have that shirt on. We have shirts and hats. Shirts are going to be $15. Hats are going to be $12. Here, I'll show you the hat. Whoop. There's the hat. It's got the After Dark logo on it. I might do some day ones, but I don't know yet. We'll figure that out. We do have a new logo for night anyway. Oh, I have the wrong logo up. See, I'm not used to doing this show. I don't like it. There we go. There's the daytime logo. Here's our new nighttime logo. I don't know if you can see that. Make it bigger. Watch this. Boop, boop. This is the new After Dark logo with our new co-host Friday right there. Yeah. So let's get rid of that. Bye. Okay, yeah, we got the daytime logo up. We're doing good. See, we're getting there. 10 minutes into the show, and we're just now getting our shit together. All right. So, guys, I wanted to cover this first. I don't know if you heard about this, but this is from a couple of days ago. Apparently, there was a explosion from a gas backup or a gas leak. Here's some ring cam video footage of it, and it's actually kind of crazy. Like, this house goes up heavy. Let's go down here. Go Power Rangers. By the way, guys, we're going to eventually get Kick up and running, but I've had a hard time with that. Oh, before I forget, guys, brand new. You can support the show at ko-fi.com/the Grandmas Boy Pod. That's Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/the Grandmas Boy Pod. If you go on there, you can, it's kind of like buy me a coffee, but you can, customize it. So it's buy me a lap dance because, well, I mean, strip clubs. And, yes, all the money's going to go towards a new studio, some place to call home for permanency. But that's enough of the grifting and begging. Yes, let's watch this footage of this house going up. This is obviously you can't see the house. You'll see the house in here in a second. Holy shit. Oh my god, this breaks my heart. Internet's going down. Nothing's working right. All right, we'll back up. Let's back up. I was getting around with things that should have already been working, and then they're not, and then now my mouse isn't working. Nothing works here. There we go. Okay, we're back. Let's just start right from the beginning. Pretend that never happened. Edit. All right. So obviously the house is over here somewhere. As you can see all the debris. I'm assuming this is next door neighbor. But that rocked even this house. Hear all the animals just go nuts. Okay, this is this time you can actually see the house. It's over here. Check, just watch carefully. Whoa! Blew this door off its hinges. Holy shit! Let's do that again. But we're gonna. I never do this, so just because it sounds like fun. Let's take this back in super slow mo. Guys, watch it again. The house is over here. Yeah, it just goes. It's nuts. Kablam! It's like a goddamn nuclear bomb went off. It's absolutely insane. And then here's the aftermath. This is the footage, like a drone footage from the aftermath. Like, I mean, there's obviously the pool and stuff. Like a freaking crater where that house was. Can you imagine being like this guy? Yeah, it's some crazy, insane footage. But also remember, I think 5 people died. Ooh, yeah. All that's left is a basement. It's sad. Yeah, 5 died, including a child. I don't remember. I think it was like 10:30 in the morning when this all went down. It was on one of the timestamp on one of the Ring cameras. See this one? Yeah, it must be the first one. Maybe I'm retarded. I could have sworn I seen a timestamp. It's okay. We can watch it again. Kablam! Yes, absolutely insane. Oh, right here. 8:12 at 10:22:23. I'm assuming that's morning because it is indeed daytime out in the video. This is in Pennsylvania, by the way. It sounds like 30 minutes outside of Pittsburgh. I'm not familiar with Pittsburgh very well, so I don't know exactly. The 12th, so that was a Saturday morning. One Saturday morning, my house blew up. Yeah, it's nuts, guys. Yeah, the aftermath was just, I mean, it's absolutely insane. You know, their home just spread across the neighborhood. It's going to take forever to clean that pool out. Poor people. Yeah, 5 dead. 1 was a child. And, you know, we don't want to see nobody dead. We don't want to see nobody. Yeah, I'm educated well. Crazy shit, guys. Crazy, crazy shit. Can you imagine just one day waking up dead? But bump. With that being said, I randomly just found this video. I'm assuming this probably came out right about when that sub, or right after the sub incident. You know, the billionaire is playing James Cameron or whatever. It's only 2.5 minutes. This is a body versus implosion. It's an animation. Let's see what we got. Let's show you what we got, boys and gals. $3,000 meters, 3,800 meters, the wreck of the Titanic. This is that shitty sub that guy built, I bet. Simulation. Good thing, unlike this guy, we have skin to hold all of our body balls together, or whatever they say we're made of here, apparently. All right. Massive implosion duration, 20 milliseconds. Brain pain response, 150 milliseconds. Adiabatic compression results in a 50 kilogram TNT explosion. Holy crap. She's going to show me that. It's kind of like, here's the tail of the tape. And then no fight. All right, real time. Let's go. See some shit blow up or blow down. Whoa. Oh, okay. So that's what would happen to the sub. Here's slow-mo. Wow. Yeah, everything just comes together. Oh my, it crumples like tinfoil. Crazy. Did they not? So I'm wondering, so these billionaires didn't have this technology? Oh, poor guy on YouTube. I have this technology. Okay. You just crumple, dude. All your body balls just go away. You just basically become nothing. You just liquefy. Oh, wow. Yeah, it looks like you just liquefy according to this cartoon. So you wonder what happened to your loved ones if they were on that Titanic excursion. They became nothing. They probably didn't feel much, though. It probably was just out of nowhere. I mean, once they lost comms, it was probably terrifying. Oh, no. Blood spray. I want to get tagged for blood and gore or whatever. That was for scientific purposes. Yeah, that's crazy stuff. I figured there would be an explosion, and then we did an implosion. Seems reasonable, right? I didn't really prepare for today much. This is just kind of a lot of leftover shit I had. Yeah. I'm going to try to get back on doing this show every Sunday and Wednesday at 4. So I'll do 2 shows on Wednesday, 2 shows on Sunday, as long as I feel up to it. For those who've only watched me on YouTube, I was recently diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And so that's why for a while I just wasn't live. I just was tired all the time. I'm still dealing with a lot of the aftermath. And when I say aftermath, that's not even the right word, because it's an ongoing thing. It's every day is a little bit of a struggle. So if I'm not on, that's why. At least that's what I'm going to blame it on. Why wouldn't I? Oh, man. What do we got going on? I need to get these YouTube numbers up, guys. But, I just don't have anybody ever watch me on YouTube. I don't have anybody watching me on Rumble right now. At least at night, I get replays. Oh, I got 9 people watching. Hello, 9 people. Let's move right along. Moving along, guys. I got quite a bit to cover today. Go away. Okay, let's get some politics stuff, because I know I get some people who like to watch that are into the politics on this show. I don't get to do it. I don't get to do it very often at night. It's not really the crowd for it. Yeah. So this next video, let's get some Biden bullshit.
And you also took to this.
This is from Sky News Australia. These guys are based as hell. I love a lot of their coverage, because they say a lot of things that American media won't. I'm still not convinced Australia's a real place, but if they are, I hope that's all these people. This is the left-wing Americans startled by Joe Biden's racist quotes. I'm not even subscribed. Let's see what kind of racism is going on in Mr. Joey B's house.
Streets to prove that most folks have no idea the racist comments, sometimes virulently racist comments Joe Biden has made over the years. Let's have a look at some of the reactions when Californians discover who is responsible for these astonishingly racist quotes.
Let's go.
This person, he referred to Barack Obama as the first mainstream African American that is articulate and bright and clean.
I don't like to agree with Mr. Joey B all the time, but
is articulate and bright and clean and bright and clean. Scale from 1 to 10.
That's racist. It's like a 10, 20.
20.
I don't know about that. I mean, look at the guy you're hanging out with. It looks like he needs a bath.
Okay, we're breaking the scale.
Yeah, broke the scale. You said rated?
1 to 10.
9.
Okay,
I give it a solid 6. I can show you clips from my nighttime show where I've been more racist than that.
Who do you guys think said the comment about Barack Obama, saying he was
I bet you most people are going to say Donald Trump.
the first
Trump.
Trump? Okay, what do you think?
Probably him.
I hope it wasn't Donald Trump. I like it too much.
When it came
Base black man. Base black man. Let's go back. You heard that.
to Trump, okay, what do you think?
Probably him.
I hope it wasn't Donald Trump. I like it too much.
When it came to
Hey.
articulate and bright and clean, who do you think said that if you were to guess? I know you guys aren't from the United States, but if you were to guess,
Trump.
I don't know.
it was Joe Biden.
No.
Real quote.
Well, yeah. Well,
It was Joe Biden.
it's because Joe Biden thinks he gets passed because he was vice president under Barack. But even though, if you ever notice now in public, Barack barely even acknowledges him.
Biden.
Joe Biden, really?
Guys, I'm sorry. Joe Biden said that. It's a real quote.
Joe Biden again. No.
I swear.
What?
Joe Biden. Real quotes from Joe Biden.
Oh, Sleepy Joe?
Inflation right now.
Real
What's his name?
quotes from Joe Biden.
We knew that was racist. We in inflation right now.
All of a sudden, they're on Team Trump.
Racist ass. We didn't want you anyway. Kamala racist too. She like the more black people than any other DA that was on the stand. And that's facts.
It's Joe Biden.
Yeah, so there you go.
Did you say awesome?
Did you know that? It's Joe Biden.
Yeah, so there you go.
Okay.
Wow.
Did you know that?
I didn't.
Is that shocking?
It's very shocking.
And it's not like he ever really stopped with the race baiting. He has switched it up a little, but he still falls into the old traps, like when he said, if you don't vote for him, then you ain't black.
I remember that.
Yeah, I had multiple quotes to be running by people that day. And I'll be totally honest, I think we were there for maybe about 3 hours or so, however long it takes to take a film a video. I didn't run into a single person that was aware of these quotes. And we're talking
Sometimes I do it in like an hour video, just because I don't edit shit.
to a lot of minorities, a lot of Black Americans. Keep in mind, 85% of Black Americans voted for Joe Biden. Nobody heard of these quotes. Why is that? How?
85%, but 35% of them were already dead. And 15% of them were just falsified documents. So, allegedly. Forgot I'm on YouTube. I gotta be careful.
How on earth has nobody
Yes.
heard of any of these insane quotes that I'm telling them?
Well, this is it.
Because the media decided not to tell us.
If someone, Trump or any other Republican candidate, had uttered any one of these comments, and it wasn't just one or two, like you said, there's a number of quotes that are just, you can't believe he said it. And there's no awareness. If a Republican had said that, it would be...
Hell, if another Democrat said that, it would be a big deal. I mean, it is what it is. All right, guys, let's check out Senator Kennedy. He's one of my favorite senators. I believe he's from Louisiana. I could be wrong. But he is dynamite. he is sharp as a tack. So
you were pretty quick.
This is Senator Kennedy exposes leftist professor as a hypocrite. Senator Kennedy calls out anti-fossil fuel professor for being a hypocrite. So let's see what Mr. Kennedy has to say. Ooh, look in the back there. What up, girl? How you doing? Hi, Darren.
To criticize the people of Houston for wanting to build, you thought, McMansions, but you don't criticize your own university?
You say McMansion?
I don't find that to be equivocal comparison.
I think he said McMansions. Like,
you thought McMansions, but you don't criticize your own university?
I don't find that to be equivocal comparison between space meant for students who must reside at a university.
You don't see the hypocrisy in that?
It is your finding and interpretation, sir.
But you don't see the irony of the hypocrisy?
I'm going to go ahead and say no.
Okay. I kind of gathered that would be your answer.
Before I recognize Senator Kennedy.
Hold on. So what was that guy's title? He's Dr. Jesse M. Keenan, Favorite 2, Associate Professor of Sustainable Real Estate and Urban Planning from Tulane. And he looks like he wants to be Tucker Carlson so bad with that bow tie. You'll never be Tucker, bitch.
I kind of gathered that would be your answer.
Before I recognize Senator Kennedy, let me just point out that makes 3 Louisianans in the room. So who knows how this ends up? Senator Kennedy.
Thank
you. Golf buddies.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Welcome, Governor. Professor Keenan, you teach at Tulane?
Yes, sir, I do. I have that privilege.
And you have your own website, KeenanClimate.com. Is that right?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. And you describe yourself on your website as a globally recognized thought leader. Is that correct?
Globally recognized, ladies and gentlemen. Who's ever heard of him? Raise your hand. Good. Yep. I mean, I have. It's only because I found this video.
Yes, sir.
His phone's ringing. He's like, hold on a second. It's my goddamn grandkids again.
And you give paid speeches, do you?
On occasion, I do.
You have your own agent, I believe, according to your website, Lee Bureau.
This is correct.
And how much do you charge per speech?
It varies depending on the audience, the amount of preparation work that goes, and the amount of follow through. Usually,
the last paid speech you gave, how much did you receive?
The amount of preparation should be low. I mean, if you're an expert in a field, then I mean, you should already be prepared, right?
I'm happy to follow up on.
You don't remember?
I do not.
Do you give that money to Tulane?
I do not.
You keep it?
Yes, this is outside of my capacity as a professor.
Right.
As is standard course.
You recently sent a letter. You recently joined a lot of other academics. You signed a letter demanding that elite institutions and universities stop accepting money from fossil fuel companies. Is that correct?
This is correct.
You consider Tulane an elite university?
I would like to think that we have a high standard of excellence in our education and our research.
Okay. Well,
yeah, but a high standard is not, being elite. I mean, being elite is being elite. The high standard, I mean, you could have high standards. Like my standard for women are way higher than they should be. I think it's not too much to ask for. They do. Because their standards have to lower to come to me.
The Murphy family of Murphy Oil and the Deming family of Murphy Oil have recently given Tulane $25 million.
$25 million.
Have you called on Tulane to give that money back?
Well, it's not, they didn't get.
No, because I like to keep my job. What's going on with his Hitler stash, guys? Yeah, that's what he started trying to grow. Did it shade before he went in front of Congress here?
Give that money to my unit or the department or school that I work
in. Have you called on Tulane to give that money back, or you think that's okay for them to keep it?
It's their prerogative, not mine.
Okay.
Yeah, but stand behind what you put out. If you're going to stand for something, stand for it, dude. Say it with your chest, bro.
but you think, yet you just signed a letter saying that all elite universities should refuse fossil fuel money. Did you put a footnote in there and say, except my own?
Well, what I'd like to say, Senator, is that I believe it raises a conflict of interest for those that research climate change that are supported by the fossil fuel
Yeah,
industry.
but then why don't you ask Tulane to give the $25 million back?
Well, I think in the context, if that money were to be used to support climate research, information, disinformation, or whatever it may be, then that may be an appropriate conflict.
I'm assuming he didn't say that in his letter, though.
You don't see the hypocrisy here?
It is a hypocrisy in those that may read and interpret it as such.
Maybe it's like Washington. If there weren't double standards, there wouldn't be standards at all. Let me ask you this.
I love Senator Kennedy. We only got an hour show, so I can't dive too deep into that. Real quick, I want to just play this. This is completely off topic, but it is political. Boys, kids, rest in peace, man. You were one of the greatest. I love this clip. ROTC plays it as a rejoiner all the time.
Do you know that it's illegal to say, I want to kill the president of the United States of America? It's illegal. It's a federal offense. It's one of the only sentences that you're not allowed to say. Huh. Now, it was okay for me to say it right then because I was just telling you that it's illegal to say, I want to kill the president of the United States of America. I'm not actually saying it. I'm just letting you know that it's illegal to say that. It's kind of like a public service. I'm letting you know so that you don't accidentally go out and say something like that. But what's interesting is that it's very illegal to say, I really, really think someone out there should kill the president of the United States of America. That's illegal, extremely illegal, very, very illegal, but not illegal to say with a mortar launcher. Because that's its own sentence. It's an incomplete sentence.
Apple eater with Rome.
Nothing to do with
hey,
the sentence before
guys.
That. So
this is supposed to be guy. There we go.
Perfectly legal.
Just one guy.
I also found out that
it's
incredibly illegal, extremely illegal to go on television and say something like the best.
I guess we do it from all
the
over
White House for the Rockefeller Hewitt building because of minimal security, and you'd have a clear line of sight to the president's bedroom. Insanely illegal. Ridiculously, recklessly, insanely illegal. Yet even more illegal to show an illustrated diagram. Insanely illegal.
Yeah, rest in peace, Trevor Moore.
Horribly felonious, because they will come to your house in the middle of the night and they will lock you up. Extremely against the law. One thing that is technically legal to say is that we have a group that meets Fridays at midnight under the Brooklyn Bridge, and the password is Sic Semper Tyrannis.
Rest in peace, Trevor Moore. You knew too much. That's the only reason. Yeah, we got Apple Eater with Rome in the chat. It's awesome to have people in the chat. I don't have people in the chat a lot. Keeps me doing it. Where are we gonna go on next? Oh, I want to do the eugenics. So I found a bunch of old videos. Most of them are like PSA style. This one is called, Eugenics and Planned Parenthood, Margaret Sanger, Forgotten History. For those that don't know, because I have idiots that watch, because I had to look it up too, just to make sure I knew what it was. But eugenics is the scientifically erroneous and immoral theory of racial improvement and planned breeding, which gained popularity in the early 20th century. Eugenicists worldwide believe that they could perfect human beings and eliminate so-called social ills through genetic and heredity. So this is, I don't even know what year this is from. Usually it says it. I don't see it. You wrote your college thesis on eugenics? You went to college? I have someone who went to college listening? Oh no, I better tighten up. Yeah, it doesn't say what year it is. We're all dumb. I mean, why else would you be watching my show? My show is terrible. But yeah, let's see what the greatest generation had to say about eugenics. I'm assuming this is going to be highly racist. So. Wait, if you wrote your Yeah, we all did. If you wrote your thesis on eugenics, what did you major in? Like sociology, maybe?
America's Planned Parenthood Federation maintains that European women should stop having babies for the next 10 years.
But Mrs. Slee, in this country, having babies is the only thing left which is both unrationed and untaxed. Do you think we really ought to stop?
Well, I suppose a subject like that is really so personal that it's entirely up to the parents to decide. But from my view, I believe...
Oh, Jay's in the chat.
Baby.
Yeah, hit that thumbs up, guys. Thumbs up. Should be down there somewhere on the rumbles. We're on YouTube, and I'm on YouTube today, Jay. Believe it or not, I'm trying to behave myself, but I am watching a video about eugenics, so I can only go so far.
The term eugenics is basically a set of beliefs and practices that aim to improve the genetic quality of a human population. Historically, by excluding people and groups judged to be inferior and promoting those judged to be superior. There have been various applications of eugenics, perhaps the most famous being the Germans before and during World War II.
Yeah, sociology. That's I was racking my brain what it could have been.
Which was condemned by the Nuremberg war crimes trials. But the Germans did not...
See, if you were funny, major in human health development, if you were funny, you would say phrenology, but that's just how my brain works. I'm pretty sure they stopped that as a major, I don't know, probably when it came out.
Not invent eugenics. In fact, they were in...
The Germans didn't invent it, but they did make it. They didn't invent it, but they did perfect it, right?
Fired by the founder of the taxpayer-funded Planned Parenthood. The truth behind the genesis of that organization and its founder are much darker than most Americans realize. Who was the real Margaret Sanger?
Who?
Why was she heralded by the Third Reich as the greatest socialist in America? Why do modern Democrats who claim to...
Yeah, Rumble's there. And I like it for a lot of reasons, and also don't like it for a lot of reasons. I've been trying to branch out into Kick a little bit, but I've been having a rough time with it. It's kind of clunky and hard to use.
Support the African American population, justify presenting her...
everything should have bonus holes, and they should always be moist.
As a
Damn it,
cultural icon.
on YouTube. I don't
Hello,
belong here.
I'm Colin Heaton, a veteran of the United States Army and Marine Corps, former history.
Let's get to the racist part. Where's the racism?
Welcome to this episode.
Margaret Sanger was born on September 14, 1879 in Corning, New York. She is an icon to left-wing groups due to her founding of Planned Parenthood in October 1916.
That's how I knew that name. She was the one that originally started sucking babies out of vaginas. Well, that's kind of where it started. I mean, it started as a very conservative right-wing website, and I only found it because of the ROTC boys. Otherwise, I wouldn't be on it. But I enjoy it because I can say a lot of things.
With her sister, Ethel Byrne and Fanny Mendel, which
Fanny.
was the first birth control
Oh,
clinic
Fanny,
in
yeah.
Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York. 9 days later, the police raided the clinic and arrested all the people involved for promoting birth control, which was illegal. Sanger refused.
Yeah, ROTC is what got me into podcasting. I've always wanted to do a podcast, but I hate Joe Rogan. So ROTC is kind of what I set most of my shit up about.
Used to pay the fine and spent 30 days in jail. She then traveled the country preaching her concepts. Sanger then founded the American Birth Control League in 1921.
The Professional American Birth Control League, where they just taught you how to pull out. Because it's 1927. I'm assuming, it's like coat hangers and, I don't know, sets of stairs.
Sanger also endorsed the 1927 decision Buck v. Bell, in which the Supreme Court ruled that states could forcibly sterilize people deemed unfit without their consent and sometimes without their knowledge.
Yes, Jay. Say more. Say more. Steel toe. See, I never got into steel toe much. I've watched it a few times. But yeah, the ROTC universe, JJ and Frozen Asian. I do hate John. I cannot stand John, but I like his wife. God damn, I've been watching too much JJ Stoner lately. Mystery of Dude. Yeah, shit like that. I enjoy that stuff.
This American law,
the Erroneous Podcast,
would be the major defense at Nuremberg for the Nazi defendants
yeah,
who were
hashtag John
doctors
sucks.
practicing Sanger's methods, and many would be found not guilty as a result of this defense. In 1939, Sanger began what was called the Negro Project.
Oh, here we go.
Alongside black leaders like W.E.B. Du Bois.
Wait a minute, what? That was confusing.
Mary McLeod Bethune and Reverend Adam Clayton.
I bet you she makes fucking badass cornbread, dude. And do that.
Powell. This was the plan to have black doctors performing on black patients to perpetuate the sterilization of blacks who were deemed inferior, as many black patients were suspicious of white doctors. Following upon Sanger's eugenics platform, disguised as giving women access to birth control, the ABCL became Planned Parenthood
Adonis,
of America.
Mystery of Dude, Midnight Riff Party. I love Virgie.
No
I love
illegal.
Yeah, I love the whole universe. That whole universe. Dude.
During this period, Sanger had critics and supporters. The supporters even today claim that she condemned abortion, arguing that it would not be needed if every woman had access to birth control.
Huh.
What they leave out is that Sanger only opposed abortions if that meant not producing the best, healthiest, most intelligent from Caucasian couples. For blacks,
See, there we go, right there.
people, as well as low IQ white people and those with birth defects, they were not to be allowed.
I think you should at least have to take a. I don't know. This one's just all right. Grandma's Boy Podcast kind of sucks. If only he would stream when he says he's going to more often.
This was what the Nazis.
I know Virgie's doing all right. He never streams.
He's adopted. Ironically, in 1966, Planned Parenthood began issuing its Margaret Sanger Awards annually to honor individuals of distinction and recognize.
Well, that's not a very good argument. Just because Hillary Clinton backs it.
Of excellence and leadership in furthering reproductive health and reproductive rights.
You're on YouTube.
However, the organization very quietly and without any fanfare stopped this practice as Black Lives Matter rose to prominence. It would have been seen as the height of hypocrisy to have a liberal-backed domestic terror group that attacked white Americans.
Yeah, Jay. Go get Not Stinky so you can bring me my fucking bread. I said I wanted the brown bread, not the white bread. Get it right. How hard is your job?
America connected to Sanger, a Democrat darling who wanted to exterminate blacks. In fact, the last recipient of the award listed on the website is Dr. Willie Parker in 2015.
Willie.
Then it just quietly disappeared. Parker was an abortionist known for his contentious claims that his Christian.
Just having the title abortionist is hilarious to me. He was accused of sexual assault in 2019.
Faith influenced.
Did she have an abortion?
He was accused of sexual assault in 2019, which he denied, but he still resigned from all of his professional positions in 2020. Other recipients of the Margaret Sanger Award include House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, and actresses Jane Fonda and Katharine Hepburn.
So if you got that award, you're not in great company.
Margaret Sanger was one of the few women to be given an honorific title and inducted into the Ku Klux Klan.
Hey.
And exalted by none other than Adolf Hitler and Dr. Joseph Goebbels.
Hey.
She was friends with the racist Democratic President Woodrow Wilson,
hey.
Democratic fundraiser, and automobile maker Henry Ford, who was
boy.
also friends with Adolf
I'm a
Hitler
Michigan
and
kid.
a rabid anti-Semite and hater of black Americans.
Yeah, but that could have been called for anyone during that time. Come on.
Margaret Sanger's rabid racism, anti-Semitism, and violent suggestions on eliminating all non-whites from American society endeared her to the eugenics crowd. She wanted an all-white, healthy, intelligent society built
I think
upon
that's too
the
much to ask
concept
for,
of racial
honestly.
eradication, years before Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party were even a thought. In 1934, the Nazi Party adopted her radical positions, with Goebbels saying, Margaret Sanger is the best National Socialist in America. In fact, the September 15th, 1935 Nuremberg laws classified races according to an insane chart drafted by Dr. Wilhelm Stuckart and Dr. Friedrich Kritzinger. The official name was the Reich Citizenship Law and the Law for the Protection of German Blood and
Yeah, like Grand Lady Wizard or Witch. Well, don't they call them like Grand Dragons or whatever? And I don't know what a female dragon is. Maybe it was the dragon that married Donkey in Shrek.
German honor. These laws embodied many of the racial theories underpinning Nazi ideology, which they adapted from Margaret Sanger.
Wait. Who's this guy?
Pinning Nazi ideology.
Julius Streicher, the chief ideologist of racism in Nazi Germany. So do they all have to have the mustache? Was that like uniform?
Ideology which they adapted from Margaret Sanger. These laws could provide the legal framework for the systematic persecution of Jews in Germany, who at that time were deemed a race and not a religion.
Well, they kind of consider themselves that now.
And the eugenics behind them were taken from the world.
Isn't it the only religion that's also a race? Maybe not a race. I'm not sure what the difference is. I don't know.
Sanger. In fact,
Sanger.
their theories and opinions influenced men like SS Captain Dr. Josef Mengele, the Beast of Auschwitz, and his associates, Dr. Karl Klauberg, Dr. Hertha Oberhäuser.
I had all of their posters on my wall as a child. Just kidding. Or am I?
Hitler's personal physician, Dr. Karl Brandt, just to name a few. When Hitler authorized the Action T4 euthanasia program to murder the handicapped, mentally ill, and other undesirables from German society, the doctors and nurses were given the program directly from Margaret Sanger's own philosophy. On August 18, 1939, the Reich Ministry of the Interior circulated a decree requiring all physicians, nurses, and midwives to report newborn infants and children under the age of 3 who showed signs of severe mental or physical disability.
Let's check a couple peaks so we can get through some
she
stuff.
peddled racism, eugenics, contraception, abortion, while demonstrating a visceral hatred for children, parenthood, marriage, and the Catholic.
You know, oh yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm a little slow sometimes. I'm not usually up this early. I work nights. So I mean, the more that they tell me about this lady, I mean, I know she's supposed to be bad, but I mean, she's got some. I mean, on paper, everything sounds pretty good. Visceral hatred for children, parenthood, marriage, and the Catholic. I love my children. I hate your children. I grew up Catholic, but not a big fan of Catholic. Being Catholic, I don't really attend. I don't practice. I mean, I would practice. I mean, I celebrate Christmas because why wouldn't I? Marriage, yeah. Well, that's a little bit of a blow for me.
Church. The following quotes are directly from Margaret Sanger's own writings and interviews.
Yeah.
1. The most merciful thing that the large family does to one of its infant members is to...
I think I found a shirt idea. Just Margaret Sanger's face and this quote.
Kill it. 2. A marriage license shall in itself give husband and wife only the right to a common household and not the right of parenthood.
I don't disagree with that. I think you should have to take a fucking test before you procreate. I've seen idiocracy.
3. All of our problems are the result of overbreeding among the working class.
Not wrong.
Knowledge of birth control is essentially moral. Its general, though prudent, practice must lead to a higher individuality and ultimately to a cleaner race.
Huh. The biggest problem with that is she's obviously specifically talking about my people, the Irish, because, well, traditionally they have very large Catholic families.
4. Blacks, soldiers, and Jews are a menace to the human
soldiers? Like all soldiers?
Race. Number 5. The masses of Negroes,
here we go.
particularly in the South, still breed carelessly and disastrously, with the result that the increase among Negroes, even more than among whites, is from that portion of the population least intelligent and fit. Number 6. Birth control appeals to the advanced radical because it is calculated to undermine the authority of the Christian churches. I look forward to seeing humanity free someday of the tyranny of Christianity, no less than capitalism. Number 7.
I might be a Margaret Sanger fan. She's got some good ideas.
Every single case of inherited defect, every malformed child, every congenitally tainted human being brought into this world is of infinite importance to that poor individual. But it is scarcely less important to the rest of us and to all of our children who must pay in one way or another for these biological and racial mistakes. Number 8. It now remains for the United States government to set a sensible example to the world by offering a bonus or a yearly pension to all obviously unfit parents who allow themselves to be sterilized by harmless and scientific means.
Sterilized. I mean, well, I went and got my vasectomy because I was happily married and my ex-wife didn't carry either of my children well, and it just seemed like the most sense. Still one of the greatest decisions I've ever made.
Margaret Sanger, the woman heralded by the Democrats and left-wing ideologues in the United States for her positions on women's reproductive rights, always failed to include her genocidal positions on ethnic cleansing. She died on September 6, 1966 in Tucson, Arizona. But Margaret Sanger was not alone. The late Supreme Court Justice
I'll say that's not her. I'll say
Ruth Bader Ginsburg said in a New York Times interview, "Frankly, I had thought that at the time Roe was decided, there was concern about population growth and particularly growth in populations that we don't want to have too many of." In Elle magazine, Ginsburg also stated that poor people should have ready access to abortions because it makes no sense as a national policy to promote birth only among poor people. In 2015, out of $1.29 billion in total revenue, $553.7 million came from the government reimbursing Planned Parenthood for their services.
Jesus Christ, $500 million.
In 2020, Planned Parenthood performed 383,460 abortions, the highest number of abortions it has yet reported, and an increase of nearly 28,600 from the previous year. And in the United States, the abortion rate for Black women is almost 5 times that for white women.
Ablated with Rome. I am a Southern Irish Mexican. Holy shit. So the Catholic runs deep in this one. He has a lot of baby bucks. But think of how much longer Oprah will live bathing in all of that baby blood. So I was looking up abortion in the 1920s just because I was curious on what the procedure would be. I mean, okay, 1,000 or hundreds are dying. Here, we'll share this so y'all can see it with me, maybe. Why won't you zoom in? Oh well, we'll figure that out. All right. Typically, women seeking abortion were poor, young, or single, or domestic servant. Many were married and older. Cheater, pumpkin eaters. It was estimated that thousands of women were undergoing illegal abortions each year, and hundreds were dying from the procedures. Most abortions came to New Brunswick, where this is Canadian bullshit. At the same time, public decorum limited the amount of sensitive medical and other shocking release to the public, such as the case with whoever this bitch is in 1923. According to police, Parker, the daughter of a policeman, had performed a criminal operation on a young woman, Emily Fontaine, who later died in the hospital. Fontaine had made, I can't even read, Jesus. Fontaine made a dying declaration in the hospital that she was detailed what allegedly happened. The statement was witnessed by St. John's police magistrate. Before she passed away, the victim identified Bessie Parker, who had been brought to the hospital, as a person who had performed the procedure. By the time she came to trial, middle-aged woman, she spent more than 100 days in jail. The case of Emily Fontaine contains the echoes of women in trouble. I'm trying to figure out, like, what did they do, though? Do I dare look up procedure? That sounds... Crow. And this is how Kevin gets kicked off of YouTube. A thin brush attached to a wire. That's a German. Yeah, I trust them. Oh, that's disturbing. Yeah, I don't know how to zoom. Zoom. Here we go. Boop, 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 boop. And ladies and gentlemen, it's not even showing, is it? Here we go. Abortion tool, 1920. Yeah, you see this thing? Like, it looks like somebody you clean your grill with. This is insane. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know anymore. Reset. Okay. A bottle brush used for abortions was confiscated by the Lipsburg police in the 20s and later presented to as relevant literature. Showing the high number of illegal abortions, one must ask why little creativity was applied to development of suitable instruments. Instead, women suffered due to the use of makeshift tools, knitting and crochet needles. That's where that joke comes from. Bicycle spokes, wire cloth hangers, and other unsuspicious household items. Situation was completely the opposite with contraception. With a vast number of more than less effective methods, devices used, and instruments, the legal situation finds an answer. Okay, so yeah, once again, guys, abortions, 1926. This went up into the hoo-hoo, I'm assuming, and just, scrambled those eggs. Yeah, I'd much rather keep the baby. I mean, I've never given birth, obviously. But I mean, weren't there like a ton of orphanages back then? Like, that was like a normal thing. Go away. Stop it. Do what you're told. Anyways, all right. So we're almost an hour in. I only plan on doing an hour because I'd like to get a nap before I go to work tonight. But guys, make sure you check out all of our friends, all of this show's friends. Mostly on Rumble, but they also have YouTubers. ERRONEOUS Podcast, The Pub, Really Coding, Culture Vulture Radio, all of those people, great, fantastic people. And yeah, support the show. I have a Ko-Fi now. It's ko-fi.com/the Grandmas Boy Podcast. You can buy official Grandmas Boy merch on there. I only have the shirt up and it's a terrible picture, so ignore that. All the links are down in the chat. Remember, I'm gonna be doing this show. This will be the hour-long version, hour-ish version. On YouTube, Twitter, and Rumble. And then at 4 a.m. on I'll be doing that or this show on Wednesdays and Sundays, and then at 4 o'clock in the morning, technically it'd be Thursday. Or sorry, technically it would be Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. 4 o'clock in the morning when I get off work. I do my little more inappropriate show, so check that out. It's called Grandma's Boy Podcast After Dark. Then we also do one at midnight, 12:15 on Monday morning. That's usually with my co-host, the fabulous Miss Friday. Let's do one more video, and then we'll get out of here. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow, of course. Give me that thumbs up thing. Thumbs up. It's down there somewhere. Here. Well, so you can see my beautiful face. Down here somewhere. Check it out. What do you want from me? Who are you? I don't have friends. Oh, it's probably work. Usually is. Motherfuckers. Well. All right. What's the last one we want to do here? Let's do something funny. Or something fun. Let's do something fun. How about that? Let's do oh, I want to do this anyway. short one.
Welcome to Olive Garden.
Yeah, so this AI, these AI ads crack me up. Oh, that's why. So this is the Olive Garden just got even more Italian with AI generated commercial. Make sure you take a peeksy poo at this girl's face right in the beginning. Oh, hello, what's wrong with your eye, ma'am? She got the jab. She got Bell's palsy.
Buongiorno. Welcome to Olive Garden, where we take our authenticity
What the fuck?
seriously. We managed to turn ordinary Italian food into cultural phenomenon and nationwide sensation.
Oh, hey.
We even took acting like an Italian class so you will feel like you're in the art of Italy.
They're Mario
Mamma mia.
ads.
When you're here, you're a family. We've got everything from spaghetti to lasagna. Our pasta variations are more than stars in the sky. We've got marinara, linguine, fettuccine, ravioli, and the latest addition, that called we just made this apple pasta. You're not gonna find that kind of creativity in Italy. Our spaghetti and meatballs like an art, just like sculptures made by Michelangelo.
Just like
It's
them.
a place with our special offer, our unlimited breadsticks. It's an experience that might make you wonder if you accidentally joined a group of people who love carbs. And if you want some salad with your breadsticks, don't worry, we got you with our endless salad.
These are the most terrifying servers I've ever seen in my life, and I have eaten at ghetto southern Waffle Houses.
Keep bringing
Look at
you
the size of that salad.
till you beg us to stop. When you order spaghetti, we bring you size of plate to make sure you have enough to eat for the next week. And that's not all. We have
What's sad about that is I went to Olive Garden. Well, it's been, I guess, a year, almost 2 years now. But since COVID ended, and it is not like it used to be. The serving sizes are way lower. The quality's terrible.
a famous
The salad's so
salad
good.
show. We bring a big bowl of salad and toss it at your table. Who needs to go to a circus when you have the Olive Garden experience? We invented a way of cooking that is like a fast fashion but for food. It's trendy and affordable. So, come to Olive Garden, where our Italian atmosphere can make you wonder if you're somehow related to the Mario Brothers. Mangia. Thank you all for watching.
This is the reason why I'm not as afraid of AI, because it still hasn't got it quite right. He sounds like pistachio. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I forgot about that movie. Dana Carvey is a genius. All right. So I lied. We're going to do one last one, and this will be the end of the show, guys. Again, thanks for watching. I highly recommend that if you're listening to the audio version of this, go watch that AI Olive Garden thingy. It's better to watch than it is to hear even. It's pretty good to hear, but it's great to watch. Great. All right, guys. Americans will buy anything. Top 10 worst infomercials. Number 2. I covered this the other night on my night show. But, yeah, here we go.
You want to stay covered after being wet, but your towel just won't let. Robes are heavy and hot, and towels with fasteners? I think not. Now there's the wearable towel. The towel with arm openings. The wearable towel keeps you totally covered and gives you the freedom to use your hands. This
Or you could just get a robe. Isn't that a robe?
is not sold in stores, so hurry while supplies last.
Are you struggling to lose those love handles nobody loves? Now there's a
Hey.
machine so advanced it targets your entire core, upper, middle, and lower abs, and even your obliques, all in one.
Do you remember when it was like early 2000s ish when they were just coming out with things that just like they're like sit down while you exercise and burn fat. And none of them ever worked. We all had them, or at least there's always one in your like parents' basement somewhere. Robes suck if you're short. Just get a shorter robe. I work in the adult industry. I've seen some short robes.
circular motion as it aerobically burns fat in just minutes a day.
The secret? Firing your core like no other machine has ever done. You'll firm and flatten your stomach in just weeks, not months.
And they'll get tan? What?
Months. We guarantee it. Best of all, it's fun and easy and takes just 3 minutes a day.
With the Ab Circle Pro system, I've now
Had an ab roller. So did I. I think did I have a shake weight? I might have. I remember using a shake weight. I don't remember if I ever had one. Maybe I was just jerking off my friends. I was just getting ready for the bukkake gangbang.
now lost 60 pounds. I feel great, and I'm one hot
Yeah.
mama.
Never got the abs. The ab roller sucked.
I'm not inconsiderate. I know my cigarette or cigar smoke irritates my family, and it smells bad, too. That's why I went out and bought Ronco's portable smokeless ashtray. It filters out irritating smoke, allowing my family to breathe cleaner, fresher-smelling air. Velcro fasten secures the portable smokeless ashtray to prevent it from moving. This Christmas...
Yeah, buy yourself a portable smokeless ashtray because quitting smoking is for... I'm on YouTube. Is for fancy boys, is what I was going to say. Pause not.
To show you really care, get smokeless ashtrays by Ronco. They make fabulous Christmas gifts.
Available at these fine stores.
That, and I get the idea, but here's the problem: is that a smokeless ashtray doesn't stop secondhand smoke. The
Also,
cooler
this is a
scooter.
great-
Oh, I remember
great
this.
gift for the tailgater in your family.
I wanted one
Who
so
needs a
bad.
soda? This is the ultimate tailgating gift. It's a scooter. It's a cooler. It's just a plain cool scooter.
Wait,
All right, check
wait.
it out. You keep your beverages here. You got your battery here, which is about 8.
Featured twice on DIY's network holiday wish list. Twice, 2 times.
Hour charge time. But you don't even have to get up off this.
That's crazy, man. I'm afraid I won't get up off
That's what I'm
that
saying.
thing.
Check it out. You just pop the lid, pull your drink out, and you're ready to flow.
When you have too many DUIs, but you can't stop drinking and driving, get the cooler scooter.
We're ready, son. Call it. Let me get a drink. All right, go.
GLH means great looking hair.
Okay.
Just spray GLH on and it instantly covers your bald
Hey guys, why go bald when you can spray paint your head?
spot, leaving you with
Why
great
did I
looking
think of
hair.
that?
And ladies with thinning hair or bald spots, GLH solves the problem
You hear that, ladies? Pay attention.
instantly. GLH is not a paint or a cover-up. It's an amazing powder that clings to the tiniest hairs on your head. It actually
It's not a paint or a cover up. It's amazing powder that clings to the hairs on your head. You just shave your head and tell everybody you have cancer. Maybe you'll get a Make-A-Wish and get to go to Disney. That's what I would do.
builds on itself, leaving you with great looking hair. And the GLH hair system is not expensive.
Wow, that's incredible.
Did he just brush
I've been
it?
getting a razzing for
System is not expensive.
Wow.
Oh, no, okay.
That's incredible. I've been getting a razzing for being bald. I'm only a young man. No more dates without being called.
I'm just a young man. I'm a young age. My lifestyle is too active. Use that on your nuts. Yeah, why don't you just? Oh crap! I had a joke, but then I fucked it up. What's it called? What's a pubic toupee called? Damn it! Yeah, it's all fun and games until you go to the pool party. This guy should just rock the skullet. Yeah, I love the way he's like, I'm a young man. The young age of 24. You're like, Merkin, thank you. See, these are the people that belong to this show. These are my people. Yeah, he looks like he's like 45, but he's like 24. And his that front hairline is bad, dude. What is going on?
Old man, but the babes are back.
The babes are back.
Now for only
$39.92. Jay, hey Jay, this is what I want for Christmas. Jay, honey, this is what I want for Christmas.
$15 trim comb free, or send $39.92 plus SMH to Ronco.
Yes, send it to Ronco.
You know,
Write a check, a paper check.
when you hit a certain age, about 30, things start to happen with your body.
Yes, they slowly start falling apart. I had a buddy of mine tell me that. He's like, yeah, dude, when you turn 30, you wake up the next day and you feel it. And I'm just like, yeah, okay. Then I woke up the day after I turned 30 and I did drink like a liter of Jameson that night. So who was messaging
Heart
me?
shift, they sag, they alter, they move around.
You're talking about your titties? She said sag. I got a message. Oh, that's not. It is work. I knew it would be work, you motherfuckers.
You know, we've got to start doing something to prepare. Here's what you do. It's so simple.
Oh yeah, my entire Amazon wish list is just based off of the 10 or the worst infomercials, because they say worst, I say best.
Just in the morning, you put it in your mouth.
Whoa! I missed something. So things are sagging now. So every morning you just gotta put it in your mouth.
Simple. Just in the morning, you put it in your mouth. And
Yes.
go count to 60. You're going to count to 60.
You're gonna what? You feel like she'd be better at talking with her mouth full.
Very slowly. Go on.
Okay, ma'am, you lost me on this one.
Ooh.
I used to eat as many calories as possible, and my body was banging. After 30, shit had to have the fat intervention. Yeah, dude, I felt the same way. When I was in high school, I was a long distance runner, and I would just carbo load, but I was also running miles and miles and miles a day. So after high school, I continued to just eat 40 pounds of pasta and bread and not run, and I got fat. I got like 300 pounds at one point. That's why I got the diabetes now.
See how it works?
Yeah, I see how it works, ma'am.
Oh.
Is anyone else feeling a little tingle in the downstairs apartment? I'm about to flood my basement. Get it, girl. Oh, that's all we get? I'm going to jerk off to that. Just so you know, the patent is pending on the Bear Scratch by Richard Henney.
It's like a son of...
See, now you're speaking my language. I love a good back scratch. I always tell girls I would rather have my back scratch than a blowjob for one reason mostly. People don't look at you funny when you're getting your back scratched in the mall. That one's a thinker.
The twitch. There's only one thing to do the job.
I literally have a back scratcher right back there.
If you itch like a son of a twitch, then
Like a
you
what?
get my latest invention, the patent-pending bear scratch. Check it out. You never walk out in the woods and see a bear bring off a branch to scratch his back. No, he uses the entire tree. Order it
That's because he doesn't have thumbs and you're on cocaine.
at bearscratch.com. The secret is in this natural textured wood and all these tiny knots. It gives you a deep, deep, penetrating scratch. And, oh, man, it's the...
All right, guys, get a go and get a human cat tree so you can just trim your nails down and scratch your back.
feels good. This thing's strong.
You can be like Baloo from the Jungle Book.
Oh, ah, God.
Oh God, that's terrible. What the fuck?
Now that's a bear scratch. That is a bear scratch. Ah!
The cocaine in the 90s must have been much, much better.
If you're a professional barber, you can cut hair with
I'm not, though.
almost anything, even with one of those cheap razor blade comb gadgets. But if you're not a barber, you need a Hair Whiz, the foolproof hair cutting instrument that has all the skills.
See, if you go to Pornhub.com and type in Hair Whiz, this is not what comes up.
You need built in. Watch. For the popular longer hairstyles, use the 4-0 edge. You just comb. The Hair Whiz shapes and styles like an expensive razor cut. When your sideburns get too bushy, just trim them with a 3-0
Look at those sideburns. Holy shit.
edge. The 2-0 edge is perfect for cutting children's hair. Just comb. No matter how much they squirm, you can...
Is this why children during that time just had terrible haircuts the entire time? Because moms were buying shit like this.
give them a good haircut without nicking or gouging. The Hair Whiz is so foolproof, you can even use it to cut your own hair. The Hair Whiz is guaranteed...
That guy's freaking sideburns, though. I mean, both those sideburns on the left side there, those men's sideburns are banging. I mean, you can tell that the guy at the top there, just from his sideburns, strictly based off his sideburns, that man fucks other men.
to give a good haircut every time, or you get your money back.
Get your hair whiz on.
Guys, it's only $2.98. Money back guarantee at People's Drugstore. So let's find a People's Drugstore and
Only $2.98, available at all People's Drugstores.
Sculpting the perfect body has never been easier.
No.
Introducing the Slender Shaper,
This is what I was talking
the
about before.
revolutionary
Do
fitness
nothing
machine that
and get
does
fit.
all the exercises for you. Slender Shaper is a simple, fast, and effective exercise belt utilizing an invigorating oscillation system targeting body parts you wish to tone and sculpt. Tones your abs, firms your buns, and slenderizes your legs, giving you the best body shape you've
Slenderizes.
ever
We
had.
made that word up.
Wow, my waist is 2 inches smaller. I can get in shape just sitting around.
Oh, I'm sure.
Are you tired of taking your dog for a walk and picking up after their mess?
Yes.
Are you tired of using grocery bags or products that are heavy and not useful? It can get very messy when your pet goes in the house or on the sidewalk or even...
Who thinks that grocery bags are too heavy? I mean, I'm assuming you're not using them full.
your neighbor's lawn. We have the answer for you. Introducing
Fucking
Poo Trap,
dogs.
an amazing new innovation that eliminates the need of picking up after your dog. Poo Trap is a unique new product that fits any size dog without any hassles, and your pets will love it too. It's
Will they?
easy to install on your dog and makes your walking experience fun.
My dog would
Walking
hate
your
that.
dog just got easier with a Poo Trap. No poops, no...
Guys, tired of picking up after your dog when they take a shit? Strap what is equivalent to a horse feed bag to their butt. Trying to tone your ankles? I know how you can tone your knees and your jaw. Yeah, you like that little sneak in there? I learned from the best.
Oh, whoops. Call now or visit our website at www.pootrapusa.com.
What if your dog has diarrhea? Now you got to clean diarrhea out of a fucking bag connected to their asshole. That's it? That's all of it?
Yes,
Yeah. We'll cover that later. So I was, before I go, I was looking up if the Hair Whiz still exists, and it looks like it might. I mean, there's a lot of places called the Hair Whiz, like Hair Whiz, like hair cutting. Like, that's a big name, I guess, in Canada. Fucking Canadians. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, no. This is an in-home salon. That's not what I want. I found the Hair Whiz 50 gram from Regrowth Labs. It's a personal hair loss concealer for men and women. So it's like that spray paint. Oh, well, wait a minute. I think I found it. I did. It still exists. I wonder if I called that number, if I could still get it for the price, the $2.99 price. Hold on. Dip. Original Hair Whiz, only $17.99. Get it on eBay. Brand new. Estimated delivery between the 19th and the 21st. Yeah, guys. So you know, Hair Whiz, it still exists. But why? Oh, man. Well, guys, I got to let you go. It's about that time. Thanks for listening. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. I need to get my YouTube numbers up. I'm going to try to be on Kick here soon as well. But check me out on Rumble for the After Dark version of this show. Jay's been there. He knows. We get a little wild sometimes. I mean, in my intro, it does encourage screaming your favorite racial slur. The bags were disposable. Tell me, I don't know. That's the thing, is it didn't go into detail, so I'm assuming no. Machine washable, I'm sure. But yeah, so on Rumble and on Twitter, follow me on Twitter at Grandmas Boy Pod. On Instagram, rarely ever use my Instagram, but you can definitely follow it. You can message me there. If you go to my Ko-Fi, ko-fi.com/the Grandmas Boy Podcast. I understand, Apple Eater. This is the way it is. I'm always up that early, so but yeah. Go to Ko-Fi and you can buy a shirt. I don't have my shirt right here. But I do have my hat. Oh, I owe you a shirt, Jay. I gotta take care of that. I'll have the hat up for sale on the shop probably today, maybe. I don't know. The shirt picture is really bad, but it's there. You can also be a monthly supporter and join my Discord and get $5 off shirts. I don't know. It made me do something about it, so I had to. I love all you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Like, subscribe, and share. I had a good time today. I'm glad I woke up early enough. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button on Rumble, guys. That helps me out a ton. And let me find my little notes here. Check out the ERRONEOUS podcast. Half of it really coding, the other half the pub. Culture Vulture Radio on Rumble and YouTube. Supporters of the show, Fosgate Family Electric, and A1 Waste Removal. They're down in the description. Their Facebooks. If you're not from mid-Michigan, don't even worry about it because they won't travel that far. The Ko-Fi, of course, is down there. You can always message me on Twitter for merch. We can do it that way too. Yeah. So another great show where people left me unattended. So I watched things about eugenics. And then, hey, I'm so happy I didn't say one bad word, like one banned word on YouTube today. Yeah, YouTube. Fuck you, faggots. I had to get one in. Had to say one. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thumbs up, comment, like, subscribe, share. Jerk off to tranny porn. I don't care. Oh, see ya. There's another one. I can only go so long. An hour's as long as I can hold it all in. All right, guys. I'm gonna go take a nap. I'm gonna let my dog go take a shit. I'm not gonna strap a bag to her ass. I will pick it up. All right, guys. Thanks again. Nice talking with you, Apple Eater. Love you, Jay. And everybody have a great night. Back on 4 a.m. on Rumble and Twitter. Until then, take it sleazy. Keep it easy.